Hi everyone, good morning. So yeah, any doubts? Hello.
Yes, hi, good morning.
Hi. Yeah.
Uh, Hi.
Okay. So no doubts. Okay. No doubts. Then what should we do? Yeah. So I'll wait for another 5 minutes. If there are no doubts, then we can end this session.
Good morning, sir. I have one doubt.
Yeah, Nikita.
Sir, one thing. Actually, I'm plotting one bar graph, but not bar graph. I'm plotting one dual axis chart, and on that dual axis chart, uh, so one second, I'm not able to explain you one sec. So in dual axis chart, I
You
want
want
to.
you want to share your screen and show?
Okay, but
If it is
there.
not your company's information, then you can share it
No,
in.
but actually, Tableau is on my other laptop, so I'm not able to share screen with you.
Okay.
So there is one dual axis chart. So on dual axis chart, there is three field, and I want to show the minimum and maximum for both the three fields. So see, what I did in two fields, I require percentage, and on one field, I require the number of days. So for that, I created one calculated field. So my calculated field is like case, and the action type. In action type, I have three action: exception rate, processing standard, and cycle time. So is like when exception rate, then exception rate, and I want this exception rate in percentage. And when processing standard, then I want this processing standard in percentage. When cycle
I
time, then
think,
I want
wait.
this.
See. It is not possible to comprehend what you are saying. So my suggestion is, can you please mimic this, right? If you can mimic this using any sample superstore data or something, then it is possible to understand what you're saying because the question itself is very lengthy. So if you can mimic this in your dashboard or in your workbook, and if you can share your screen and you can ask the question, it will be great.
Okay.
Because see, this whatever you are saying, it's not that easy to comprehend what you're saying.
Right, I'm getting your point.
Yeah,
1 second. Give me like you can solve others down. Give me
yeah.
five
Go ahead.
seconds.
Yeah, you can. Okay. Any other doubts, guys? Hello. And no one has any doubts. Um,
So can I share my screen?
Yeah, just a minute.
Mhm.
Yeah, let me stop presenting this.
Let's option to share the screen.
Yeah, you can share your screen.
I think this is the present now. Is the option
You are not sharing this.
entire screen. Okay.
Okay, guys, any other doubts? Okay.
Share the screen. Then this here.
Nikita, can you please mute?
Yes.
Okay.
So now I'm sharing my screen. So like thing is that I created one calculated field where case in action type I have three things ABC, XYZ and Nikki. With ABC and XYZ are numerical fields. So I want here as suffix as percentage or when XYZ then it's 20 and here I want suffix as percentage and when then there is Nikki, then I want the suffix as days.
Oh, so in the format change for each one of this. The suffix should be percentage for these two and number days. Suffix as you need to suffix as a days.
Yes.
Then it will no longer be a measure, it will be a dimension, right? If you have suffix as days. Okay, let me share my screen.
Okay, sure, sir.
If you, yeah, please stop sharing.
Yes.
So, coming to the point, you want one that we created. Let me delete all these parameters. Okay, now you want to create a parameter in this sales and the other is profit ratio. Now, if this is my parameter, then we don't have profit ratio here. So let me try that calculation for the sum of profit then sum of sales. This is profit ratio. Okay. Profit ratio. Okay. Now let me write my calculation when sorry. If parameter 1 is equal to sales, then sales. Else, profit. Sum of sales. I'm bringing this calculation here and okay, you want that in a text table, right?
Can you please repeat, sir?
No, you want it in a text table, right?
No, I want on text, but in my case, like there is three fields. So when I hover over on so one when I'm changing is like on two are in percentage and one in days.
I got it.
So
No, see, My point is, what is your table? Is it a text table or what?
Yes.
It is a text table, right?
Yes.
Okay. So see, in text table you have one advantage. That is, here you are having your text, right? Now I am duplicating the same calculation and edit. Here I am just writing here. Here my string will be this, and here it will be percentage. Okay, and now apply. Okay, I am bringing this calculation one copy into text, right? I am going into my text here. Rather than having this, first I will have my calculation in here, right? And I'll have some space, apply. Now let me increase the size or let me fit it. Now you see, I'm getting days. When it is sales, I'm getting sales in days. When it is profit ratio, I'm getting the value in percentage. Okay?
So, sir, can you please repeat this? Like, what parameter you made for this? Actually, I missed something.
You can create this parameter. I just
Okay.
created a parameter and on that I wrote this calculation.
Sir, can you please show me the parameter again? So I can take the picture.
You can get this workbook later. I'll publish this to my Tableau public profile. So you'll have this in hand. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay, any other doubts, guys?
Hey, Rajeshwar.
Hey, hi.
Hi. So there was one question like how to optimize a sheet having a large number of data or like performance tuning of millions of rows of data on a sheet level. So
Millions of rows of data on a sheet level.
yeah, so if we have millions of rows of data, so how to do a performance tuning?
Okay. Millions of rows of data, and you are showing that in your sheet, in one sheet. In this sheet, you are
Yeah.
showing millions of rows of data.
Yeah. So I guess this would be a tabular kind of chart. that
How
users
many
like.
columns do you have?
No, it's just a interview question I'm talking about, not a scenario.
Okay. So see, when it is millions of rows of data, for a Tableau, let it be a bar chart or let it be a text point. Like let it be something like this and something like a bar chart. Right? Whatever it is, every mark is a mark. End of the day. Let it be a text mark or a bar or a line or something. Now the problem is when you are bringing your text table, supposedly if you are bringing 1 million records with at least 10 rows, then there are 10 million, what do you say, marks on that sheet.
Right.
When there are 10 million marks, first thing is Tableau, what it does is the SQL server, it actually tries to generate this text or images. SQL server is used to generate this text or images. Images in the sense the bar chart and the pie chart that you are seeing and all that. So for a SQL server, almost I can't say exactly the same, but how much time takes to generate a bar chart and a data point like this is almost the same. So when you have almost 10 million records, first thing is how much ever you optimize, it is going to take a lot more of time. First, if you have so many millions of records of data, what I suggest is pagination. Pagination in the sense they will be having the records and in the dashboard they will be having records and they can see at least 100 or 1000 because even when they are looking at it, even if you have million records, here they can only see some hardly 100 rows of data. So rather than having all the data in one place, just like in here, if I bring my order ID and product name and sales. Now for this, if you see, a person can see only certain number of rows. Okay, even if you go at a dashboard level and see, you can only see certain number of rows. Rather than giving an ability to scroll them down, right? Rather than doing that, if you can give him something like a pagination, what do I mean by pagination is, I'm creating one more parameter here, right? And this is integer and all parameter value. Let it be, I'm giving a max of 100. You can even take value. Everyone is one step. So I'm writing my calculated field if index is hmm, uh, is index in not for this works parameter to into 100 comma parameter to into 100 minus 100. I'm just doing some logic that currently popping into my mind. You might use this a bit different. One function cannot be applied to table when is greater than and index less than of apply. Okay. And I'm bringing this calculation into filter. I'm selecting tool, apply, okay. And I'm going to a dashboard, dragging the sheet 15. Right. Now here I'm also bringing my parameter. This is my parameter. Now if you see, as I'm rather than scrolling, I'm giving an option to move between the pages. Now then you're reducing the number of marks. Because now for this, it only has to produce these many marks for your visibility. You're reducing the number of marks by using this pagination concept.
So, what is that 8 stands for? Like,
Pardon?
What is that 8 in the parameter you have selected 8? So
this is actually allowing only 100 rows at a time. Here, if you see, okay, let me do one.
So 9 means 900 you're talking about.
Just I'll now if you see, when I'm saying 1, it is between 1 to 100, right? If I go to the next, it is 100 to 200. The next it is okay, and this is one thing. And second thing is, for Tableau to render the data, if it is numerics, it can understand it. So if I know in my company, I'm always going to have only 4 regions, east, west, north, south. Then when I'm getting data from there, from the database, I will rather get a numerical value for this. Normally we need not, but when it's huge amount of data, every small thing, that optimization will come. So bring that as numbers, whatever logic you are using use that as numbers, and when you are displaying, alias them to whatever region that you want. But this will be applicable only if you are 100%. It is a very slowly changing dimension. Like there is no new region going to come, right? The same way there is rarely a new state in US is going to come, right? But you cannot do the same for product name because product names keep adding and keep deleting or getting removed, right? So that situations also might happen. So these are two things that come to my mind, and as I told you, this should help you out in optimizing the performance, because this itself, if you include pagination itself, it will give you a very better performance. Okay.
Okay. Can you open that calculation which you have told?
I'll publish this to.
No. Just I want to see the logic which you have written.
I just parameter. I am using one there, right? Or
What
I
is
can,
the into 100?
because I need 100 rows, right? Parameter. That is a parameter value 1, 2, 3, and all, right?
Okay, like 1 into 100.
Yeah, 3. If it is 3, it is 300 minus 100. So it will give me the start value is 200 and the end value is 300.
Why minus 100? Like 200 minus 100. 300 minus 100 and 200.
Yeah, because I want only 100 records from here, right? So based on my parameter selection, this is for the first, this is the start. If I'm selecting 2 in my parameter, then it will be from 200, 101 to 200. This will give me 101 from 101, because 200, 2 into 100 is 200 minus 100 is 100. So index greater than 100, which is 101, to index less than or equal to 2 into 100, which is 200, right? 101 to 200.
Like 101 to 200, then 201 to 300, like this.
That is what we are getting in here, right?
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yeah. Any other doubts, guys?
So please show the parameter 2 as well.
Calculated?
Show the parameter 2, which has been calculated in the index part.
Parameter 2. Parameter 2 is this.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Any other doubts, guys?
Sir, I have one question. So where can I find the recording of this session?
The recording of this session is in my YouTube channel.
Okay, youtube.com.
I can hear it is being live streamed. So this is currently being live streamed. So same.
Okay.
Pardon?
So I have to check the session 14 live.
I didn't get you.
So in YouTube, I have to check this session day 14.
Yeah, day 14. Like this, you have an everyday session. I didn't create a playlist yet. I'm about to create that. But you have everyday session in, which is live stream.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. For my channel, this is my channel.
Okay.
I'll put this in the.
I know your channel.
Yeah, I'm putting this in the channel. Okay. Yeah. Any other doubts, guys? I think 9:54.
If nobody's asking, I have one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So, this reporting we do on the OLAP, right? We have data modeling concept, OLTP and OLAP.
Okay.
So, reporting are done on OLAP, which is having historical data and everything. But when we are doing the reporting on cricket, you can take the example of cricket, or maybe regarding the current project situation, like any new project is coming and what is the revenue is generating, and and we have a live connection there. We are not having the extract like. So if we have the live connection, that means that the data is current, right? So I can also say that I'm creating a report on the OLTP also.
It doesn't matter whether you are creating from OL. See, first thing is when it is OLAP, right? Then you need not have a live connection. My understanding, because that is everything is historical data and it is not going to change,
Okay.
right? Because if you have a store and your OLAP contains data till last month, right? At any given point of time, it is having data till last month. Today there is no sale that is going to happen in the last month, right? So you take a live connection or you take an extract, it is not going to affect. But in a way, extract is much better because live connection again has its performance issues and all. Now, if it is OLTP, yes, then live connection in some cases it matters. Now, just like a cricket score, right? If I want to have a stats of matches that are completed, I can take the stats, I can take an extract and I can do my work. But when it is coming to the current match, ball by ball or minute by minute, there should be a update in your dashboard, then it is the live connection. But again, is it advisable or it is correct to, what do you say, bring all OLTPs into live connection? No, that doesn't again matter, because for me, if I'm my store, I'm not interested in minute by minute, right? Even if my sales are happening, I might be interested in getting fresh data till the last hour, till the last day, till the last week, depending on my situation. Then again, I can go for an extract, so that my extract will refresh in any every hour, or in every day, or once in every day, once in every hour, once in every week, depending on your situation. So rather talking about, like, it makes sense talking concept of OLAP and MLTP, but in my concept, what data are you looking at? Is it the data that you are looking is as and when fresh, just like in a cricket score? If there is a six there, that should get depicted in your total score. Right? In such cases, yes, you need to go for a live connection. Else, I always suggest go for an extra. Okay.
Okay. So basically, like reporting can be done on OLTP and OLAP
Anything.
both.
Yeah. And nowadays, but yeah, in companies, yeah, no, in a way, okay, I'm bringing here, but yeah, OLTP is mostly used. Now, whatever I'm working till date, I used only OLTP. OLAP I didn't, but yeah, people working on data warehouses, they'll be using OLAP. So it doesn't matter whatever it is, because end of the day, when the data comes into yours, see, when you are a Tableau developer, actually you're not concerned whether it is OLAP or OLTP, you're concerned about what is your data, what is the freshness of the data, and how frequent you want the fresh data. Based on that, you'll decide whether to go for a live connection or an extra. Okay?
Right. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, sir.
Hi Rajat, good morning.
Good morning.
Actually, can you explain please the custom SQL and initial SQL and what the difference?
Custom SQL and initial SQL. I have to do a bit of homework on that.
Yeah.
We'll discuss this on Monday. Is that okay?
Okay, sure. Okay, sure.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you. There is any other doubts? Okay, we are at 10 o'clock. So if there any, I'll take one more doubt and then we can wind up the session, and the next session is on Monday.
Rajeshwar, is there any chance if you also can take a one session or on a data modeling, data warehousing concept? Is it possible, or that is not a part of?
That that is not possible because see data modeling and all that. I don't have like for that. I need to prepare myself first because
Okay,
I need
okay,
to
okay.
get
No, no,
that
just
content
ask.
ready, right? Like knowing the concept and explaining the concept are two different things.
Right, right, right. Yeah. No, you take sessions on SQL, so I thought maybe.
Yeah. I am planning, but there are certain things which I need to.
Right.
For that, I need to prepare my own material for that. I need to get the points because, as I told you just now, knowing and explaining are two different ballgames altogether.
Right, right.
So yeah, if I get a chance, then I will because my schedule is already tight. Actually,
Okay.
the trainings, job, and my these doubt sessions. Okay.
Yeah, Rajesh, no issue.
Okay. Yeah. Any other doubts, guys?
Sir, can we get the latest dumps? Or it is
Latest?
available on YouTube also?
I didn't get you. Latest?
Dumps certify up to appear for certification, tablet certification. So is it possible that we can get the dumps, the question that can be like possible come in the certification part?
I don't have any such doubts. You can ask in this Telegram group if someone has them, then they will provide that. As such, I don't have any doubts. To be frank, I only wrote a Tableau specialist certification till now. I didn't even go for a data analysis because in India, certification, no one asks for your certification. But in abroad, it's a different thing. So I generally didn't go for that certification. So I
Thank
don't
you.
have any dumps from my side. So put it in the group. If someone has that dumps, then they'll definitely provide. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, then everyone. It's past our 10 o'clock time. So, yeah. Then, okay, then we'll again meet on Monday, the same doubt session. Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.